this apparent blockade of a hotel in County Clare, a protest happening there in a rural area of the county, stopping asylum seekers accessing the accommodation. And this, of course, comes only days after homeless refugees were burned out of their tents in Dublin city centre. If this isn't a kind of a breakdown in social cohesion, I don't know what is. Burning people, homeless people, out of their tents in a city centre, protesting outside a hotel, stopping people accessing it, people who are fleeing persecution and seeking asylum. If that's not a fraying of social cohesion, I don't know what is. The other problem is more tangible that the government face. It is a lack of investment by the state in state services. And if you actually look at the front page of the Irish Times today, it captures that sense really well. I mean, we can't house our people, we can't treat our ill, and we can't defend our assets. So there's three stories on the front page. One of them is problems with housing refugees. Partly that is due to the number of refugees who have come here in the last year. I mean, it was a huge number, much more than the government were planning, and they should be given some credit for the work they did in housing the numbers they did. But that's only part of the problem. The other problem is a chronic lack of housing that already exists and continues to exist in this country. The second story on the front page of the paper, 85,000 hospital appointments cancelled so far this year, and waiting lists on the increase again. And the third story is about NATO chiefs meeting in Haulbowline, and we now know that we need NATO to step in and actually protect our undersea cables, while we still continue to claim that we're a neutral country. We're not a member of NATO. We ask them to come into our waters and protect our assets. Like I said, we can't house our people, we can't treat our ill, and we can't defend ourselves. We can't defend our assets. And meanwhile, the government are sitting on billions, almost tens of billions of euro in budget surplus rather. And what are they talking about doing with it? Putting it into a rainy day fund. Lads, it is lashing out of the heavens right now. And in not spending that money now, we end up with all of these problems, including, as I said right at the outset, this breakdown in social cohesion, which is what we saw evidenced in Dublin with those asylum seekers burned out of their tents. It's what we saw evidence in Clare today with this protest.